Hello and welcome to another demo for the PIC microcontrollers. Today we'll be demoing the Paralax sonic sensor, like I said in the last video. However, I wanted to show you guys a code change that I had. I want to make sure that you're aware of. I ended up placing in this disable and enable interrupts global. Just that way, no types of interrupts. Any interrupts will happen while we're checking the sensor. That way we don't have any chance of it interrupting the detection of the signal going out and coming back. So I disable that. And then for another thing you always want to make sure, and that I forgot last time, is give a little bit of delay before you check, since this is in a while loop. Otherwise the loop will move so fast that sometimes the timing will get out of sync. So I want to make sure and point that out to everyone, that use the disable interrupts and then re-enable them after your sensor if you're using interrupts or using any type of interrupts. Also, you could just disable interrupts all the time if you're not going to use any type of interrupts, watchdog timers or anything like that. And then everything else is pretty much the same. But I just wanted to point out that, and this delay is important, that you make sure and wait a little bit before you send the next check. So just wanted to show you guys that code. Everything else is exactly the same except for that small change, just those few lines. So I'm going to go ahead and stop, and we'll get into the actual demo. So.
Okay, hello everyone. Here's the actual setup for our Paralax sensor. We've got the sensor setting as close to the edge as we possibly can get it. We've got our little yellow LED right here. We've got our PIC microcontroller right here. This is our pull-up resistor for our button. I didn't actually have a button, so I'm using just a piece of wire to pull that down to simulate a button. So you have to bear with me there. We've got our voltage regulator. We've got the two filtering caps for input and output, and there's this resistor, our mem clear resistor, pulling it high. We've got basically our 12 volt and our ground coming in. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up and see what she does. We'll apply power to it, and I may put a delay in there so the LED blinks once it starts up. But as you can see, when it's blinking like this, they add a little LED to it, so that way you know when it's sampling. So right now it's sampling, and it's sampling every 100 milliseconds. So that's what it's doing. So now we're going to go ahead and try something. I've got, since I'm holding the camera with one hand here, I've got a box that I'm going to set sort of in front of it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the box about yay far in front of it. I'm going to take and close our switch to set the distance. Okay, now you see the light come on. So now if I get the box out of the way, I'll just use my hand. You can see my hand. Basically we move it, and there it is. There's the threshold. See it? Ding dong, ding dong. So it senses my hand. So I'll show you it again. We'll get closer this time. Show you it again. Take and close our switch in here by touching that resistor. Touch. Okay. Now it's closer. See, now I take my hand. See, now it's closer. See, it's pretty cool. That's pretty much it. So there it is, Paralax sensor. There it is working, and that's using the exact same code that I mentioned previously in this video. So that's it. Remember that code change, the disable interrupts, and that 100 millisecond delay before it samples, and then you'll have it. You'll have it working. Alright, thank you for watching. Please comment, please post any questions that you may have with this. I'll answer as many as I possibly can. Thank you very much.